Jack loves the snow, no doubt about that. We spent a couple days of simple cabin life. It's always interesting to realize that there is not much that we need to have a good time. A cozy little place, a warming fire, good company, tea and a good book for the evening hours. If we take away some aspects of modernity for a few days, the essential needs in our lives come back into focus. Even if it seems more work to keep warm or to get water for the cooking or washing up without having a water tub with warm and cold water. In these settings, I feel more in ease, comfortable, and it brings back a different awareness, realizing that our daily lifestyle often takes us further away from our source. And then, when I step outside into nature, something as simple as some falling snowflakes or a sight of a beautiful sunrise or sunset reminds me that there is something more beyond our everyday reality, something more vibrant to awaken, something worth listening to and paying more and more attention to. It's like nature is calling and you have to slow down to hear it. We also spend a few hours every evening helping out on the farm. We really enjoyed this time, interacting with the animals, doing physical work, and getting a little insight into farm life. Since I worked on a farm last year, I feel driven to this honest, simpler, and hard-working lifestyle that farm life brings. This morning in the cabin, I was very excited. We booked a tour for later today, something that we both haven't done so far, and it is something that I always wanted to try out for such a long time. But before we got started, we enjoyed our pancakes, and after that I took Jack for a walk, because today he will not be able to join us on our trip. I can definitely get used to having my morning walks with Jack on skis. On our way to the starting point of our tour, we overtook the owner of the farm, taking her daughter to the supermarket. What a great way to travel in these snowy conditions. It was not easy to drive up the mountains. We had no spiky tires and no four-wheel drive. But we arrived in time without getting stuck once. This will be our first time of dog sledding. I can't even remember for how long and how many years the idea of exploring northern winter areas on a dog sled was stuck in my head. I've read so many books about it, and now here we are. Holding on to the sled and riding my first kilometers, gliding through the snow, snowflakes falling around me, catching glimpses of the winter landscape, hearing the patting of the dogs, and a whole special calm settles around me. A calm that I didn't expect after getting the dogs ready, barking, jumping around with excitement, twisting the leashes. Every single one was dying to go. And once we started, it got quiet, able to hear my own breathing and the dribble steps of the dogs. It felt incredibly good, and I'm so thankful for this experience, knowing that this was just the beginning of something that feels so right and so much like me. Now it's time to say goodbye to this beautiful place in Gausdal. And we are back on the road, heading towards Lillehammer. We are excited to see more of these areas, but not really looking forward to another night in the van without a working heater. Lillehammer is located in eastern Norway, about a 2-hour drive north of Oslo. This place is definitely well known from the Winter Olympics in 1994 and has loads of possibilities for winter activities. For the night, we decided to sleep straight next to the ski jump, with a new strategy of using an extra layer of air mattresses to stay warm.
Good job. Are you happy with that?
We definitely had a very cold night, around -12 degrees inside the car, so it took us a while to get ready again to keep driving.
It was quite a unique place to sleep overlooking Lillehammer and watching the first ski jumpers coming down in the morning. Now we're driving further north to a village called Vågå, beautiful, surrounded by 3 national parks, and in every season very inviting for outdoor activities. Unfortunately, we will not have much time to explore these areas. This needs to wait for another trip. Vågå was welcoming us with a very mystic atmosphere. We stayed one night in an old traditional farm from 1800. It was like visiting a museum, so much to see and wonder about. The owner, a sheep farmer, was very kind and took his time to tell us more about this place and answered all our questions. After being in a small, cozy little cabin for a couple of nights, we felt a little bit lost with all this space. Nevertheless, it was a great experience. We knew our drive home to the west will be a long drive, around 8 hours, because the mountain roads are closed at this time of the year. So, a lot of time to enjoy these magical Norwegian landscapes. Thank you for following along. See you soon.